Allow me this afternoon to share very briefly from the book of 2 Timothy, chapter number 4, verse 7 to 8. It reads thus: I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. I have learned that when death strikes in the family, there is a shaking that is taking place. But then even though there might be shaking, we are not forsaken. It's the same David who said, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want.
It is indeed an unfortunate and somber moment for all of us this afternoon to be converged here. We are gathered here this morning to pay tribute, pay our last respect, and present a befitting send-off to one of our own, one of our soldiers, who respectively rendered service to the region with SAMIM here in Cabo Delgado province of the Republic of Mozambique. On behalf of the SAMIM leadership, the entire SAMIM family, and indeed on my own behalf, I humbly extend our deepest condolences to the family, friends, colleagues of number 875-163-99 Papa Echo, Staff Sergeant Johan Andres Van Rooyen. This is unreservedly a great loss for the military fraternity and SADC in its entirety. Staff Sergeant Van Rooyen, indeed, his departure has left a noticeable gap with us. He demonstrated a lot of dedication to his profession, excellence in his work, and humility in his approach to his fellow compatriot. At this moment, I stand before you as the Deputy Force Commander of SADC Mission in Mozambique with a heavy heart, a sorrow that is deep. Staff Sergeant Van Rooyen has silently closed the door of life and departed from us. Our lives will be empty in the areas that he had brightened us. In a way, Staff Sergeant Van Rooyen was a man who gave. He gave much to his work, to being a patriot and selfless soldier who will always go an extra mile. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, as we are gathered here to say goodbye to him, I would prefer to speak in celebration of his life, because his is a life worth celebrating. Here was a life that demands notice, a life that exemplifies sacrifice, a life that inspired emulation. He represented his country beyond one can imagine. He did so by saving his country beyond its boundaries. He served the region and the continent as a whole, and did so relentlessly until his ultimate sacrifice. Staff Sergeant Van Rooyen was a living proof of how fine a person can be. He was an exemplary leader to the people in his charge, a loving husband to his wife, a caring man to his family, and a devoted leader to his subordinates. With no doubt, he was also a good friend to many of us and a great colleague one can relate with. Our sorrow is lessened only slightly with the comforting thought that we had the privilege of knowing him. Staff Sergeant Van Rooyen was part of the SADC mission in Mozambique, and he met his untimely death on the 9th of July 2022. Our heartfelt condolences go to his family and his country at large. We bow down for you.